It's our first episode.
Yep.
Our first official episode of our channel.
Yes.
Are you excited?
Kinda.
Well, anyways, so first episode, prologue, parts 1 and 2 of Mistborn. Let's get to it. Welcome to our channel. I'm Sarah and this is Kevin, and on this channel we are reading science fiction and fantasy books, and then we are documenting the discussions of what we've read. And we're just kicking it off with Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn. Apparently it's really good for newbies to the genre of fantasy, which would be myself. So here we go. Prologue, parts 1 and 2. I'm going to turn it over to Kevin because he's read it before, so he's really going to be kind of spearheading this whole thing. Good luck.
Yeah, so do you have any, like, overarching ideas going through your head?
Overarching, like, what I think is going to happen or where things are going?
Just overall, like, what do you feel about the concept?
Well, first of all, before we get into this, I recently learned that this book, while it says Mistborn, it's actually the Final Empire. Can you tell me why that is? Why would he put that on there, but then it'd be a completely different name?
I didn't design the cover.
Well, but I mean, you could easily put the Final Empire.
Well, that's not an original,
But everyone I've seen that has said Mistborn on it.
Yeah, and then, like, it used to say Final Empire, like, under that.
Well, why would you change it?
I don't know.
These are things that I'd like to know. Because here I am running around, giving its AKA name, not its official name.
Well, that might as well be the official name.
Okay, so I guess now it's Mistborn, formerly known as, or also known as, the Final Empire. Anyways, okay, back to the overarching.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So they have these little blurbs before the chapters.
Yes.
And I'm reading them, and I'm trying to figure out who is talking. And I have a thought of who it might be, but I don't know. And I don't want to, like, put it out there and seem like, really? That's who you think it is? Or should I just put it out there?
Sure.
I think it could be, but I don't know enough about this person. I think maybe the Lord Ruler? Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Like I said, I don't know enough about him. But I don't know. It just sounds like someone who has been put in charge of something.
Kind of the old, you're going to be a hero trope.
Right. So I don't know. But, I mean, that could be Kelsier, too. Or Vin.
Well, remember, it's already been said that Kelsier was, like, a master thief and he ran thieving, operations. He wasn't a hero.
Yeah. Maybe Sazed? The Terraceman? When I picture him, by the way, I'm picturing, like, either James Earl Jones or...
That's a good one.
Or Uncle Phil, James Avery.
Really?
Yes.
I picture...
Because they've got the deep voices, and that's how I hear him when I'm reading him.
I can't remember where he's from, but a guy I used to work with, I picture him tall, kind of lanky, and from a island in the Caribbean somewhere. I just can't remember which one.
Yeah.
That's who I picture.
So with a little bit of an accent.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, so I believe they said, or it is written, that Kelsier is in, like, his 30s, or he is 30.
Somewhere in there.
So then I'm under the impression that she's younger, but I have her as being maybe upper teens, close to 20s.
I just always went with like 16ish.
Yeah, see, I have her a little bit older than that. After the ball, when she went to the ball and she had to act like a lady, which she does not normally do.
Sounds familiar.
Yes, I am tomboy all the way. So I identify with her in that you would be awkward and uncomfortable. But then it was almost like when she realized they're not seeing me, they're seeing this whole get up. She got into it. And then I almost kind of feel like, you know, when she was talking to
Ellen,
yes, the heir.
Mm-hmm. Which, what did you think of him, by the way?
He's cocky seeming. And I think Vin was kind of like upset that he was not like flirting with her.
Well, he didn't follow the pattern that the other guest had shown. So
I think she's kind of getting a little bit. So like, okay, tomboys. I'm only speaking for like me and how I'm interpreting Vin. Yes, we're tomboys. We don't really like to dress up. We're kind of awkward with the compliments. But deep down inside, we occasionally want to be treated like a girl and seen as a girl.
You'll never admit to it at the time.
Exactly. I knew she has trust issues. That's because of her brother, who, Reen, I also think may be coming back because we hear about him.
Quite a bit.
But it was never said that he was dead. It just said he took off.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, I feel like I'm just all over the place with this discussion. Is that okay? I'm just vomiting my thoughts.
That is fine. Well, okay, so what do you think of the final empire itself?
The lands?
Yeah, like the world.
I would like to know more about this whole ash falling all over the city business.
Okay, that will be...
I want to know what's going on with that. Yeah, I want to know what's going on with that. And does it fall on the nobles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not like, you know, poverty only.
It doesn't discriminate.
Okay. But I want to know more about that. I want to know about the pit. I mean, he's kind of... Kelsier has kind of told stories.
You don't really know about it yet, though.
But yeah, I would like to know more about it because I'm like picturing an actual like pit. And I'm sure, given that it's a fantasy book, I'm sure there's more to it than just a pit, you know? Some other characters that I am interested in. Blaze and Ham. I feel like they're going to be like the comedy duo.
Okay, well, let me intercept right here real quick.
Okay, you intercept.
Interject, anyway.
Well, yeah, whatever. I threw something at you. You're catching it, so...
So, I said something when I recommended this, and I wanted to ask if you think it is coming across that way.
Okay.
In its own way, does it feel like a Fast and Furious, like, job group thing to you at all?
Like a family? Or like everybody has their own parts?
Yeah,
yeah, because that's what it is. Her role is Vin's role is to get in there and...
But do you feel like that was accurate, kind of?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could use that. The only person I feel like who might not be playing their part, Kelsier's brother Marsh. Because he's kind of been reluctant to get involved.
Almost like he wants to deck his brother.
Right.
And what do you think about Kelsier's lord?
I don't know how to say his name. Is it? I keep saying Renault. But
that's fine.
That could be because I like to watch F1. We like to watch F1 stuff. But anyways, he's pretty good.
He definitely acts the part.
He does. He's very good at it. But he's also kind of like, don't push it. You know? Like, because remember, she was going to be the heir. And he's like, no. That's going to raise too many red flags. Mm-hmm. Let's do it this way. But I do appreciate that other people can throw their... That's another thing with the whole, like, Fast and Furious family... Mm-hmm. They can all throw out ideas, and it's not just like, nope, my way or the highway. No, it's like we listen. Mm-hmm. Wow, what a concept. Listening to other people's ideas. Wow. So I do want to talk about the medals.
Ooh.
There's 11.
That you know of.
That we know of.
Yeah.
But we only know, really, of...
But what is the 11th?
Yeah, we don't know the 11th, and we know the 10. So let me see if I can get this right.
I don't even remember.
I tried to remember this the other day, and so we've got 10, which is for enhancements. Yep. Pewter, strength,
enhances,
and stamina, right?
Yeah.
Steel,
push.
Copper, that's so you can't be detected, right? Like if you have the ability to do things.
I think it's copper.
I think it's copper.
Or, I don't know.
Iron, that's pull.
Yeah.
Atium, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Adium.
I thought it was adium, but I don't.
I don't quite know.
I love fantasy.
I don't quite know what it does. It seems to be like the ultimate right now, though.
So he kind of explained it, but you kind of see like a pre-image of what your opponent's going to do. So you can predict.
Oh, yeah. Is that where it's like Matrixy and the shadow moves before?
Before, yes.
Yes, that was cool.
Unless they're burning
and
it.
Then it's counter. Nobody knows what the hell's going on.
Everyone has a bunch of images going off.
Yeah, I thought of Matrix. Not that I've seen the Matrix, but, everyone knows that scene.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought of. What are the other 4? The mystery medal, which is the 11th.
Well, remember, he hasn't taught her all of them yet either.
So we don't know all of them. I don't know all of them.
To be fair, you can hate me if you want. I don't memorize it. I just go along with it and follow his directions as he's going.
Well, didn't you say there was
there is a chart
in here?
But I didn't study it.
Yeah, I didn't study it either. I might have to look into it. But anyways, the medals, the question is, I pose this to Kevin and you guys. If you could not burn all of the medals, like she can burn the 8.
If it's burnable, she can burn it. She can
do it. But I think they've only said something about 8. Anyways, to both of y'all, if you couldn't burn all of them, which one would you burn and why would you burn that one?
Steel. The idea of flying off of metal things is cool.
Yeah. So you want to be able to fly and because steel,
any loose change, just
steel pushes.
Mm-hmm.
So you could really push somebody.
And everyone has metal on them usually.
So long as they have metal, you could push them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know. Can only burn one. Maybe 10 heightened senses.
I don't know. You got better eyesight and hearing than me, so
yeah, I'm already decent on that. So maybe I should pick a different one. Probably Pewter's strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'd do that.
And go powerlift, right?
Probably. I don't know. Or I'd just get really fired up and do things.
Go flip a car.
Yeah. So Pewter would be me. Steel for you. Let us know what would be y'all's choice down in the comments.
So, what about, I'm probably going to butcher the name. This is how I read it. What are your thoughts on Sazed overall? I mean, you kind of touched on him, but you didn't really,
Wisdom.
Lots of wisdom.
Yeah, he's a wisdom figure. He's kind of like the...
Well, I brought this up.
Voice of reason.
I brought this up because, I like that, even though I'm not religious, I like that he memorized all those religions.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I mean, it's keeping the history.
It's keeping history.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I feel like he's wise. He's the voice of reason. He's Terraceman. I don't really know much about them, I feel, at this point.
Yeah.
So
there's obviously different races going on.
Yeah, and he's got a deep voice and the knowledge and the wisdom. Older.
He definitely has an older feel.
Yeah, I think he's going to probably be one of my favorites. Go ahead.
I forgot I derailed you when you were talking about Ham and Breeze.
Yes, I was just about to say, but I do like Breeze. he's just like, he's the drunkard, man. Well, he's not a drunkard, but he's very
he feels like the
give me my wine, and
he's the cocky guy that you can't not like.
Yeah, because when he was doing his part of the job, which was when Kelsier had
when he was talking to the room of the ska,
yes, and Breeze was behind the scenes working his soothing magic
and sending out waitresses based on their color for the crowd.
Yes, I mean he does his job.
Oh yeah,
but he also seems like he can have fun.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like him too. I picture him being just like I don't know. I don't know.
I picture a pimp. I don't know why.
Well, maybe I picture
that kind of swagger.
I picture the attire.
Yeah, that kind of swagger.
Yeah. Like he's got the hat. He does have a cane, doesn't he?
I think so.
Yes, he does.
And then like Ham.
I picture like G.I. Joe for Ham.
Well, I picture what's the one where
Atlas.
Because
he's holding the world.
He's a thug that likes to do like he questions.
He thinks. Yeah. He questions. So
philosophy. There you go.
Yeah. So
thug philosophy.
Which is, I mean, it's. I don't know because these are not like they're main characters, but they're not.
They're your secondaries,
right? So is it okay to favor a secondary over a primary?
Because I was going to ask, so far, who is your favorite right now?
Probably Says.
Good choice.
Vin, she needs to just sit down, and when these people tell her, I'm not supposed to be banging on that, but anyways, when these people tell her, stay put for your own safety, because look what happened. Look what happened.
Okay, but
she didn't stay put because she's got freaking trust issues. I get it.
But I have a different viewpoint.
Go ahead.
If she didn't go with Kelsier to Credit Shaw, or however you want to say it, I don't know. Yeah. I'm probably butchering that. The Lord Roller's castle.
Mm-hmm. His manor, his keep.
If she didn't go there with him, and he ran straight into 3,
right, he would have been screwed.
SOL.
Yeah.
The distraction of her taking at least one of them away is what let him survive. Yeah.
I mean, I get that, but there's been other times when she wandered off, which in the end Says was like, yeah, you should be mingling. It would look weird if you just sat at a party all by yourself. But then she ends up encountering like the one person at the whole party that she didn't really need to encounter, which was Lord Elend Venture. Yeah.
Or did she need to meet him?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe she did. I had a thought when we were talking about. Oh, yes. So I want to. Okay. So she is who she is. She's a thief. Well, she works with the thieves. She's not.
She was struggling to survive, and now she's been.
Right. She has all these trust issues, courtesy of her brother. But there wasn't much time spent, maybe it comes later, on the fact that her father is an obligator, which would be an enemy. And when she told Kelsier, that's how I gather it, when she told Kelsier that he was there, it was just like, oh, okay. It wasn't like, oh my gosh. He just said, let me know what he looks like, and that was about it.
Well, it's known that there is noble blood in her to even have the power.
Right.
Because of pure blood ska wouldn't manifest anything. So they knew it was a noble or something.
But it's an obligator.
Which would explain why, in my mind, just the way I think about it, someone that powerful would obviously have a powerful seed. So you have a Mistborn, and she's kind of a natural. That's not just, the genes, but,
Yeah.
But that kind of, it works for that in my mind.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you think of the little bit we know of the Lord Ruler so far? Because there was that part where, they said, I heard he walked out of a fire as mainly a skeleton and regenerated. and cut his head off and just piss him off.
So here's the thing. I don't recall that part. So that would be my opinion on the Lord Ruler, apparently. I don't recall that part. You sure it's in parts 1 and 2?
Yeah, I haven't read further than that.
But you've read this before.
Yeah, that was like 5 years ago.
But I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't remember. So I don't, like I said, the only thing I have as far as the Lord Ruler goes is maybe he's the blurb speaker. I don't know.
So where do you see it going?
Well, it ended with Vin's question of living, which, I mean, come on, it's the second part. She's obviously going to pull through, which, by the way, and when they were, bringing her back to the, I don't know, is it like it's a den, yeah. When they were bringing her, it was Club's place, right?
Yeah, the smoker.
Yeah, so, and they're all like, oh my gosh, like Doc's. I like Doc's too. He kind of seems like voice of reason too.
He kind of feels like, I don't want to say second wheel to Kelsier, but right. I feel like he's like the actual backbone that keeps it going straight.
Right. Yeah, keeps him focused.
Because Kelsier will go and do his chaos thing.
Which he's been doing.
But he like keeps the job going.
So he went and ran off and did his chaos thing, and she followed, and like you said, it kind of worked, but kind of didn't. So when they brought her back and she's like on death's doorstep, they're all like getting on to Kelsier about it. I had a lyric come into my head.
Oh.
From a song. I'm probably going to get the band wrong, but I'm just going to say the lyric, okay? Sad voices, they're calling. Our precious girl, she can't be gone. You got it? You look like you're jamming it.
Demons and Wizards. Fiddler on the Green.
Yes. That's what I immediately thought of. I'm like, because she's like, they're precious, So.
But you remember who saved her, right?
Yeah, Sazed.
Right. So he's obviously not normal.
He's not just knowledge and wisdom.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, so anything else? I think we've covered quite a bit. I'm sure there's some points that we did not get to. It's bound to happen.
I'm trying not to skip ahead with things that I remember.
Yeah, don't do that. All right, so if there's any parts that you can think of from Prologue or Part 1 and 2 of Mistborn, Final Empire, let us know in the comments. We would love to discuss more. And
please don't spoil ahead.
Yeah, just comment on these parts that we're currently on. Also, if you've read it or you haven't read it, but you might want to join in with us, we're obviously going to be doing parts 3 and 4 next. Mm-hmm. And the goal would be to have that video posted in about 2 weeks. So that gives us time to read and edit. So yeah, if you want to do that, go ahead and join in with us so we can continue the conversation in the comments. We encourage the participation. And with that, our first official episode is a wrap.
See you next time.
Bye.